Hello, everyone. Hello. It is I, Trooper SJP, and this is the Academic Foxhole. Hey, everybody. How are you? What are you doing? What's happening? And what is new? Atomica. Trooper time is getting later, and I wanted to be here earlier, but I was running around and trying to get all sorts of things done off campus and then running back on, and then I decided I had to eat before I started. But sorry about that. I'm excited to be... Here's the thing. Hey, B-Boodle and Control Freak. I'm excited to go to bed by 2 o'clock tonight. That is my goal, to go to bed before 6 in the morning. That's gonna be a thing that I do. That is my goal. And it's fine. I just have to get my sleeping habits back on some kind of schedule because currently they are ridiculous. No, you know, Krellin is correct. No CR should make it easier to go to bed on time. That is true. Once I finish stream, I'm going to go and make some dinner, and then I'm going to go to bed at a decent time. Ooh! The name game! Come on, everybody! I said, now let's play a game! I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanta, and fo. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Control freak, control freak, control freak, bo, control freak, banana, fanta, fo, control freak, fee, fi, mo, control freak, control freak. Rissa, 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 bo, bissa, banana, fanta, fo, fissa, fee, fi, mo, missa, rissa. Do not think that I didn't see your sub, Rissa. Thank you both, Rissa and Control Freak. Control Freak says no sleep, only streams, which I totally appreciate. I appreciate that very much. How's everybody doing? Oh, Rissa is happily on vacation and done with the main holiday festivities. Congratulations. Before 6 a.m.? Yep, that is my goal. I went to bed at 10 a.m. Not last night, but before the night before last. So like only got 2 hours of sleep the night before, and today I got 11 hours of sleep, and I woke up, I was like, ooh, it is super late. So it has been a little bit of catch up today, but I got 11 hours of sleep. I'm gonna go to bed before 2 a.m. today, which will mean I'll wake up at a decent time tomorrow. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be excellent. I do not seem frozen to me. Hold on. Rissa asks if I'm frozen for anyone else. I don't think so. I look like I'm streaming on the computer bots. Control Freak says, I'm good, just trying to get organized with all the projects I'm working on. Oh, what projects are you working on, Control Freak? And you should just tell me. Trooper's fine here on both mine and B-Boodle's machines. Ah, good. Oh, you know, I just want to say that B-Boodle makes the cutest little crochet. B-Boodle, are they crocheted things? Like little peoples? I think they're called boodlefloofs because she's B-Boodlefloof. They are crochet, right? They're crochet. So she makes the cutest little, and they're called boodlefloofs, right? They're super adorable. And I feel like, B-Boodle, you could post a link to them because I feel like it's been a really long time since you've posted a link to them. And it would be nice, you know, if other people could see them again, because I feel like everyone should know. Speaking of which, the game I'm about to play, we're going to play a new game. We're gonna play a new game today. The game we're gonna play is Return of the Obra Dinn, and it is the game that won the Independent Game Festival's Excellence in Narrative Award for 2019. And so that means we're going to play the winner of the 2019 competition while it is still 2019, which, you know, I'm particularly proud of. Does that mean that maybe we aren't playing some of the other ones? You know, we'll see. We got to get caught up in some way. You know, there's got to be some kind of catch up. There we go. I think that will be good. Hey, Nightbot, what? Sorry, I am so sorry, B-Boodle. I did get your message, Atomic. I got it right before I went online. Thank you very much. Hold on, it's add reg B-Boodle floof. Is that correct? It probably isn't, so it's probably reg add B-Boodle floof. Yes, B-Boodle, you have been added as a regular, so please post. Thank you. Thank you very much. So if you all haven't seen any of B-Boodle's Boodle floofs, then you should go and thank you, Krellin. Reg ad. Let's see. What is Control Freak doing? I'm working on editing my book, ready for sticking it up on the Kindle store. That is cool. What's your book about? I'm working on a Night in the Woods style game. Also very cool. I want to see it and hear about it and know about it. 3, we got a bunch of art stuff for Christmas, so I'm doing heckin' arts. I need to draw again. And 4, I'm trying to sort out recording an album. 5, I've got a bunch of marking prep for next term. And 6, my RPG group Stars Without Number game finished just before Christmas, and so I've got to plan our next game, GURPS, this time, I think. Control Freak, that is rather a lot, but all of it is very exciting. Atomica just said that Nightbot is the worst, but you shouldn't say it too loudly because Nightbot is vicious. I made micro robins and cockatiels paid for Xmas this year. Oh, wow. Hey, Jer. Wait. Let me copy link location. Let me just pull up some of these. They're Boodle floofs, right? That's what they're called. Let's see. Oh, those are so adorable. They're Hambles and Friends. Oh. See, these are just so adorable. They're just so cute. They are. Nightbot hears all. Have you ever thought of infusing them with catnip? Oh. With cat-friendly materials. Oh, like a little cat toy? That would be very cool, too. I wonder what makes something a more or a less cat-friendly material. You know, like I wonder. This is a question I have. So, all the things. I do that for my cats, but then I kind of train them to steal all the things. Cats, I don't know how much training you needed to give them to steal all the things. I feel like cats enjoy very much stealing all of the things. I'm just saying. What I want to say, so we're going to play Return of the Obra Dinn, which won Independent Excellence in Narrative for this year. Control Freak says the book's a YA fantasy thing. I don't know if the Nightbot's going to eat the link, but the first part is already in Kindle and free at the moment because Christmas. Please do link it. I don't know if Nightbot will attack you, but if not, we'll just make you a regular and then it will be fine. And then there will be no problems. That's all. Oh, yeah, I imagine some things wouldn't be good for ingestion, but I don't know. I had to make an order 3 times because of the bloody cats. Oh, no! Cats! I'm talking about B-Boodle's cats, not the film Cats, which I've not seen because I haven't. Oh, come on! Control Freak. See, it's fine. We'll just Control Freak. We're just going to add you right now. TRLFHR34K. You are now added. You may post the link. It is there. Rufus and Maggie are taking turns sitting on our Cthulhu pillow. I was just... Oh no, controls timed out. Oh, how do you untime out someone? Oh, he's only timed up for 5 seconds, so he should be back. Twitch chat. I loved it. I stand by my statement that it's like an artificial line of Coke, though. I haven't seen it because I didn't actually like the musical, so I wasn't planning on seeing the film. Because it's not like I was like, I don't want to see the film because I love the musical, and therefore the film will ruin my version of the musical. But I actually just didn't like the musical, so I was like, I'm not gonna see it. I'm back. It hit 0 and then didn't untime out. What? All right, whatever, Nightbot. And I'm going to let me copy link location and then add this to my browser so I can look at it later. And ooh, sweet. These things make me very happy. I want to see Cats just to spite critics. People have very strong feelings about that film, don't they? We have a giveaway today. It's Planet Alpha, and Planet Alpha is an action-adventure platformer. And what else is happening? Tomorrow at 6 p.m., I'm telling myself more than I'm telling you, I will be doing part 4 of the Fate of the French Resistance prep. To get ready for that, I've got to do a bunch of reading tomorrow and tonight, and we'll see how much we can get done. My goal is to try to have faction stuff finished so we can think about faction moves and see how that works. So that's my goal, to get that done for tomorrow. And then I just ordered some more French Resistance books because I like it. And and then Saturday at noon we'll be playing more of the Outer Worlds. And then let me tell you what's happening for January, because then we have January coming up. And January next week, I will be streaming Return of the Obra Dinn on Thursday. And then I will have no Fate stream on Friday and no Saturday stream because I'll be in New York over the weekend, and so I will not be here. But I will be away, and then I will be streaming next week as normal. Also, I'm getting a phone call from San Francisco, which I find mysterious. So I'm not answering it, of course, because I'm also streaming. So none of that. And then the week after will be my Thursday stream, and then the Saturday stream is normal. Will I be doing a Friday French Resistance prep stream? I don't know. I haven't decided what's happening in January for the French Resistance prep streams. I might not. We will see. We'll see. I'll let you know. But there are other things happening in January, which I want to tell you about it. Jer says, from the sounds of it, the movie is very much an acid trip as the play. Atomica says, I would say that the critiques are accurate, but only because it seems they didn't understand what the movie was trying to do. Yeah, I dislike it when critics don't critique what the thing is trying to do versus what it is. Like, those are two very different things, or what they want it to be, right? I mean, that's one of the worst things ever, is when somebody... Hello, Magic Myth Mayhem, Triple M. A bit of time before dinner gets here. So, welcome in, Triple M. It's so good to see you. How are you? I hope your holidays are going well. I hear it's a hell of a town. Stacy says we're seeing Cats on Sunday, sober. Oh, see it and tell me what you thought. I will say that Cats may be really sad, but it wasn't its fault. Oh, interesting. I remember reading... I think I've told you this maybe a while ago. I remember reading a review of Knights of the Old Republic 1 when it first came out, and the review was, this game is awful because its graphics are not as good as... Its graphics and its combat are not as good as Halo, which had also come out around that time. And here's the problem. Knights of the Old Republic was an RPG that was basically sort of, using the D20 system and it had 40 plus hours of content, and it wasn't going for heavy graphics, and it wasn't going for first person shooters. It wasn't a first person shooter. And Halo is like, what, 10 hours? And it's a first person shooter that was all about the graphics, about that graphics, little story. And I just didn't think it was fair to view Knights of the Old Republic using standards from Halo, because they're just not even trying to do the same thing, and I thought that was unfair. I used to have a gaming friend named Mr. Mistopheles, and I never knew where he got the name from till now, and I haven't seen him in years. Oh. Holidays are quiet except work cause retail. Ooh. Sorry about that, Triple M. Krellin just sums up the review as, this game isn't an FPS and thus is bad. Right? And like, maybe, you know, it's not an FPS, and that's... Hold on, Halo is story rich. When I was playing the first Halo, which I played, I don't know, like 3/4 of the way, there was backstory, but I didn't find playing through the game had much story to it. It was go here, save the person, shoot to get to this checkpoint, shoot to the next checkpoint, and the set pieces were very interesting. But I did not find playing Halo 1, I did not experience it as playing through a lot of story. It was more like there's backstory and then you shoot things. But it's entirely possible that the last third of Halo brought in a lot more story than the first 2/3. That you were like, and I know that people are very invested in the lore of the Halo franchise and like Halo Reach and the people and the holding up and the Halo. So for all I know, it gets a lot more story heavy, but it, in terms of like your going through of the experience. Krellin says, Halo is story rich by console FPS standards, but it pales in comparison to Half-Life and PC story shooters. I'm not saying that Halo is bad. That is not what I'm saying. I was just saying that it did not, like my first formative first-person shooter of the more of the non-arcade era, shall we put all that down in there, was Deus Ex. And that was like where my bar for story was. And when I was playing Halo, which was gorgeous, very beautiful, and had really interesting backstory, the experience of the first 2/3 of that game did not feel particularly story-esque for me, but I know that a lot of people are really invested in the Halo mythos. So I know that it does that for a lot of people, and maybe the last bit of the game really did it, and then I missed it. Or, yeah. Cats, it looks terrifying, but the cast looks literally the best, and I like the stage production. I don't want to spend movie theater money on it, but I'm going to buy it when it comes out on DVD to keep it forever. I don't know. Halo 1 versus Half-Life 4 are on par for story. This is an interesting conversation, but it is 7. It's 2 to 7. We're going to start Return of Obra Dinn, and I have to tell you something. I gave it a bit of a test earlier. Oh, I didn't finish telling you. Yeah, so January. Two things are one thing is happening in January. Another thing may be happening in January or February. And that is, in January, I will be running Cthulhu Confidential with AJ. Hey, Mupin 3. How are you? Hey, Mupin. Big hug, Mupin. I give you a big hug back. I will say this, not a single cast member looked as if they weren't having an absolute blast. Everybody looks like they're having a great time, so that looks fun. Right. Flying somersault. I take it. Also, I'm super impressed by your acrobatics, and you should be impressed by me being able to catch you for the big hug after the flying somersault in like perfect balance. And like whoosh, catch, big hug. It was, yeah, so I'll be running Cthulhu Confidential in January with Flowers for Algernon, sort of AJ Bolden. We'll be running that on Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern. We'll be running it, we are scheduled for January the 19th, which is a Sunday. And if we need a second session, then the 26th. So we have 2 Sundays reserved, and we'll see if we will take up all 2, if we'll need a third, if we'll be done with 1. I don't know. We will see. But that is the RPG happening in the Foxhole in January, which I am very excited about. It's going to be so good. And we'll be doing the 3rd investigator of the sort of trio that comes in the core book, and that is Langston Wright, who is a World War II veteran. He gets injured, and he's back in Washington, D.C. during wartime, so it's like, I think, 43, and dealing with the mythos, and that will be what we'll be doing. I need to do some work on that. I need to decide what hats I'm going to wear. I need to decide what hats I'm gonna wear. That is our sort of my goal for this, but that's so. As you know, I've got this Patreon that people are supporting. Rissa says, already on my calendar and wouldn't miss it, barring family emergencies. Going to visit Grandma tomorrow, who had 2 strokes just before Christmas. Oh my gosh. Rissa, I'm so sorry for your grandma. I hope she's doing, how is she doing? Is she recovering? I hope she's doing well. I'm giving my best of thoughts to your grandma. Like my best of thoughts to your grandmother. So I have this Patreon, and the people who are on the Patreon, she's in rehab unit now. I'll know more tomorrow, but she's in her, she's in her 90s. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm going to wish her recovery, and wellness, and I wish goodness for the entire family. That is what I'm going to wish for the entire family. Go to lurk mode. I have a Patreon, and we've got some monthly Patreons, and I'm trying to build up that Patreon to help pay for cast members and for a regular weekly game, but cast members, also overlays and music, and what I've collected so far has gone for costuming and things like that, and it's also going to help pay for casts. And we're right now, since we're not where I want to be, we can't do every week, but I'm trying to do, every other month or so. Or I'm just going to do a weekly thing and just pay for it out of my pocket, because I want to make sure the cast is paid, but also I want to do the stuff. So that's coming. Also is I have agreed to be in a Witcher game that will start, it will be on Wednesdays, and it will start either beginning of February or the end of January. The exact date I don't know yet, but I'm going to be a player in a game run by Grimjack, who was one of the co-GMs in the Saltmarsh campaign that I was in. He was Evil Peepers, or the one that seemed like he wasn't the Evil Peepers, or seemed like the Evil Peepers, but then he was the Rogue Peepers, and he was excellent, and I'm really excited to play in a Witcher game with him, and we've started talking concepts, and I think it's going to be really, really good. I've got things coming in the mail, and I think you all enjoy that one. So that'll be Wednesdays, and that'll run until April, and then once April starts, I should be in an Overlight campaign over on Little Red Dots, and then I don't think I have any other player stuff lined up until August for 2020, where I will be reprising Dev for a little epilogue of the Purloin Code in August. So playing, that's what I got playing. GMing, we've got some Cthulhu Confidential in January. And then, we're working on getting ready for our French Resistance. The system for The Witcher is the Witcher RPG system, which is our Talsorian Games, which is like a 1d10 plus mods. I don't know much about the Witcher setting. How long is that campaign planned to run for? It's going to run from the end of January or beginning of February till April 1st or so. And then the Overlight is going to start like April 6th or 7th and run until June, I believe. And then July, if I get a fellowship, I plan on moving, packing up all of my place and then moving to the new location if I get a fellowship, and then unpacking my place, getting ready. And then August will be Overlight and Purloin Code and Gen Con. So that's the year is what we're looking at. We're looking at me playing in 3 different campaigns, running 2, and we'll see what else would happens. You still going to be able to run me through Vivian Sinclair Chapter 2 for my birthday. When is your birthday? What is the date? What is the date? When? Hold on. Give me a second. I've got my calendar up. Your birthday's in May. May 10. Maybe not on your birthday, but I should definitely be able to run Vivian Sinclair for you around your birthday. That I could... What is this? Oh, wait. Give me a moment. May 10, 2020. May 10. Well, okay. So, hello, double MK star, M star, Mark star, Mk star. Hello. Yeah, it actually is. Road to Aurelia is the 10th, so we cannot do it on your birthday, but we can do it around your birthday. We'll work it out. Put it on my calendar. So yes. Okay. Is there anything else? That's it for the moment. Oh, I have not put out a monthly Patreon post. I did not put out a monthly Patreon post in November for the Patreons, but I would put out one for November, December with all the news of all the stuff that's happening, because this will be a better update. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to play The Return of Obra Dinn, but I don't know anything about it. Nightbot has not been updated, so Nightbot's going to be ridiculous. Also, I need to tell you that Return of the Obra Dinn does not, I don't think, allow me to control my cursor. So I do not think that I'll be able to do things that are not cursor related. Oh wait, let's see, controls. Look sensitivity. Here, let's look at the game. I'm here. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay. Controls. Back. Escape. Back. I have to look at IGM narrative nominees. Oh, as do I. Have the nominees come out yet? I'm sure they haven't. Oh no, MMK Star, this is actually not an anime at all. This is a t-shirt for the, give me a second. Hey, computer audio. Oh no, you can hear it. I just want to turn down my volume for a moment. It's actually not an anime. This is a t-shirt for the programming language Ren'Py, which is based off of Ren'Py, but it's a visual novel programming language, which I am I've been a longtime member of their forums, and I love the language, and I have been also working on a game, a visual novel, for just like 8 million years. And when I say working on, I have not been working on it this school year because I've been too busy, But once the summer happens, I'll have a little bit more free time, and I'll be able to maybe finish this game. But it's and this is the mascot for the game, Eileen. And when you sort of do the tutorial on how to use the language, she's up there helping you, and I love the language. I think it's great. Yeah, I wish I had a little bit more. So here's the thing. I would like... Ooh, what? To celebrate the start of the new game, I have a donation from Rissa. And Rissa, when you donate, as Rissa Wells knows, here, I'll turn off my audio for you. When you donate, then I sing "We're in the Money" by Ginger Rogers as she sang it in the film Gold Diggers of 1933, which was in Pig Latin. And so, I should say one other thing. See you when you get back, Triple M. I've got one other thing to tell you, but... Airway and hey, the anime. Airway and hey, the anime. Iwe at gele at way of way at way at way exte ute at gele ang way. Airway and hey, the anime. Ide I skays are ani say. Oh man, the adiation pray. Uiare utre you aste unway ang rayo. Iwe every eat ray ad leansley. A of way ad brayansley. Ute day. And when we see the end, the order play at the eye, get right in the eye. We're in the money. We're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. Woo! Woo! Thank you, Rissa. Thank you. The earwig and hey, the anime song. I also love your microphone. Pretty much most visual novels that use those 2D art sprites, they're built in Rimpy. It's true, although what's tricky is that I think a number of people have been using Toronto Builder and some other games that are languages that are easier. Like I think Toronto Builder, I mean there's one other that's just like drag and drop so that you don't have to know any programming at all. And I know a number of people are like, oh, let's do that. But the problem with those is that you don't have to know any programming at all, but you can't do anything other than what they've set up for you. Like you can't make mini games, you can't do anything really complicated. So I think a couple of games have been using some of those, and then they stop and then go to Ren'Py, because as Jared says, pretty much most of the visual novels that use this 2D art sprites are going to be in Ren'Py. There are a couple that have used some custom. But actually what's really interesting is that a lot more games are using Ren'Py than you think. That's true. Yes, that is correct. For the Queen, that was also made using Ren'Py. So even some games that are not visual novels are also using Ren'Py, which I think is interesting. The other news I wanted to tell you is that Jer made us a new emote, a squirrel, which I'm very excited about, because Jer's amazing. So Jer, ups to you. But I'm now it's not easy to sort of reorganize things with the emotes on Twitch. And so the camouflage heart will be going into our 4th slot. The squirrel's going to go into our tier 2 slot, and the banjo's going to the tier 3 slot. So I've put in the request to update our emotes, and once they go through, you will see it. Krellin points out that For the Queen is just a super complex visual novel. Okay, Krellin, I'm not going to argue with you about that. But I will note that there are people who are not me, because I am not a gatekeeper in that way, who would fight you for that, Krellin, because for them, visual novels have no gameplay. Like, if you have any kind of gameplay, then you're no longer a visual novel, and they get all upset. They're like, because they're like super interesting visual novel purists, and they would roll in their grave based on what you just said. I personally think it's fine. I will take what you said and I will accept it. Like, I'm not bothered. I'm like, sure, yeah, because I think visual novels can be can have a lot of different things going on it. And as a matter of fact, speaking of visual novel purists, there's a whole discussion about those Telltale Games, Walking Dead, et cetera, and people were argued that those are basically Western visual novels, and people lost their mind as well. They were like, no, they can't be visual novels, no. And I was like, you know what? I don't. Mangled Pork! Hey, Mangled Pork, how are you? How are you? MMK Star, don't worry about the MMK Star. We will make you a regular so you can post that link. Krellin says, those people, the same sort who don't think Gone Home is a game, are wrong losers who are wrong. Isn't any choice you would make in a VM game? See, Jer, I agree with you. I think any choice you make in a game is actual gameplay. So, by the way, I have a question. Jer, can you make MMK Star a regular so that oh, thank you, perfect. We're right about to start. I cannot access my keyboard because the game will not allow me to move my cursor out. So we're in it together. We're gonna begin. Rempe's great. I recommend it. Lost at Sea, 1803. The good ship Obra Dinn. Built 1796, London, 800 tons, 18-foot draft. Captain R. Witterell. Crew 51 men. Last voyage to Orient, Cape Rendezvous unmet. Contact East India Company London office for inquiries or testimony. Ooh. By the way, in the settings, you can pick what kind of 80s monitor you're playing on. Really? Oh. Once I get to a space where I can get there, I will do it. Also, I clearly don't know what the controls are because I'm not using a controller. MMK, actually, anyone who wants to make a visual novel, I recommend Rempe. The Rempe language itself is there. It's really good. It's robust. It's open source. You can make it. You can put it out there. And also, it's based on Python, so you can add Python stuff in as well if you know Python. So, Falmouth, England, 1807. There was text. I didn't read it.
Said you'd need ferry to the Obra Dinn. Not many eager for that job.
I missed the last thing they told me.
Seems a bit late if you ask.
I didn't.
What's in the box?
I don't know. Hoist it up in a few minutes.
Hey! Ow!
Carefully.
Oh, wow. Look at these graphics. Ooh. You are the insurance guy here to assess the state of the Obra Dinn, which has showed up with no apparent crew after being lost for years. Ooh, hey Toad, we just started Obra Dinn. First person, very cool graphics, which, do you know can I make a small comment? This is just a small comment. Also, I would like, here we go, if you don't mind, monitor paused. Oh, Zenith, Commodore, IBM, LCD. Oh, we'll go with Macintosh. We'll be. I didn't want to leave yet. I didn't want to leave there yet because I want to look at the controls. Fun fact: the game randomizes if your voice is male or female in the opening sequence. That is so cool. This looks like some fanny rotoscoping filter. Well, it's edge detection. So I actually want to, let me look at the controls. Space is action. E is zoom. Escape is pause. Tab is open book. I'm going to forget some of these things, but it's fine. Tab is close book. D and A are right and left page. Escape is back. Q is table of contents. All right. So space is action. E is zoom. Okay. You might want to mess with the output options. People generally have strong preferences. Oh. Oh. Well, they gave me oh, hold on. Sharp. Smooth. Smooth seems fine, right? Oh, I see. I see. You know what? I'll just stick to smooth. It's fine. It's fine. It's all right. So I haven't space. I thought I had this. Give me a second. I deal with these filters every day as a retro enthusiast. Action is space. Action is space. That's what I thought. Right? So space. No. A. No. Return? No. I'm just going to be using arrow keys apparently, or something. Oh, I see. Okay, I got it. Wow. So I have a thought already. I've just started. Have you seen? Any of you seen? You've seen the film The Artist, right? The silent film from like a couple of years ago. And everyone's like, "Ooh, a silent film! It's in black and white." And I was noting that there are a number of. Let's just take a tour around. This should be a hatch down here, probably. But let's. I've seen nothing. This game is gorgeous, and that's what I want to talk about. So the thing that I think is really interesting about The Artist, the devs spent multiple years making this retro visual 1-bit color style work. I mean, it's amazing. So the thing about The Artist is that it was a silent film in black and white, but it never would have been made in the silent era. Like, they wouldn't have filmed it, the camera angles would not have been filmed the way it was filmed. The acting styles would not have been done the way they were done. The writing would have been different. So basically, it was very much, even though it was a black and white silent film, it was very much a film of the current day. That looks interesting. This is a cage. I don't know everything. I just know some random things. Oh, look, it's a cage that, it looks like something broke. Something broke open. Interesting. Something broke out. Look at that. The bars are outward. So something broke out of here. I hope it's not bad. Wait, is there a way for me to jump? I can jump. There's a thing out there I should probably look at. So what I thought was really interesting was that even though it was like, oh, look, this is this great like film that's like from the past, and I was like, right, but it never, like, it would never have been made that way if it were actually from 1911, right? Wait, mangled pork, there's no jump? Oh. Yeah, something broke out of there. Also, there's a thing over there. What do you think that is? I don't know what that is. We'll note it. We'll note it for the future. So what I wanted to say, though, is that this is very much in terms of color palette, kind of, like, you know, a 1980s sort of, you know, video game. But the thing is that you wouldn't, if this game had existed in the 80s, it wouldn't look like this, right? Like this level of these kind of graphics you would not have actually had in the 80s. Oh, what just happened?
I don't know what you mean by, oh, it just happened. How about a web search for it?
No, thank you. Siri, shut off. Okay. No. So apparently Siri was listening to me, and I don't know why Siri was listening to me, but Siri was listening to me, and I find that I was like, I have no discussion. I don't even want to talk to Siri right now. That's all I want to say. Right? How dare they have an edge with no jumping off? It looks like it was done in the Unreal Engine. I remember things like this in that engine. That's why it was such a challenge for the dev. He had to make a 3D game in a retro style that still worked. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Siri's a super creeper. And, like, I think this is actually very cool. Like, Hey, there's something over here. There's a dead body, everyone. I thought I'd mention that there's a dead body. Okay. There's a dead body, everyone. Oh. Well. Did this person fall? Well. We're, okay. You know what? I suppose if I could, here's what I'm thinking. You know, guy, I was just looking around. Apparently you want me to help you. Ugh. Ugh. Can I help you? I need my stuff though. Woo. Yeah, you need to relax. Oh my gosh. Will you calm down?
Taking yourself or open ear.
My goodness. Sorry, this guy's yelling at me and I don't even appreciate it. Oh. I'm carrying books with me. Of course I'm carrying books with me. That is very much my life. I'm always carrying books with me on a boat. You could get graphics close to this in the late 80s, but the smooth animation, but not the same smooth animation of movement. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the main objective is, as an insurance assessor in this case, is to determine the fate of the crew so you know what happens, what to find them, compensate to their families. Ooh, helping people is dumb. I want to look at stuff and have no direction. Return of the Obra Dinn, a catalog adventure and tragedy, 1807. Ooh. First off, bro, you stacked your boat unevenly with apparently heavy cargo, which is a bad time in a small boat. Yeah, right? I mean, I feel like, don't even blame me on this one. That's all I'm saying. So this is, yeah. Mangled pork, forgive me. I'm going to do a ridiculous British accent because I want to. This is not a real human being British accent. It is a British accent that you would get in films in a ridiculous sort of way. So, mangled pork, forgive. Preface. I trust that you now find yourself aboard the Obra Dinn. I expected this day to come, and my every intention was to tell the ship's strange tale within the pages of this book. Regrettably, failing health has allowed me to produce only the basic outline that follows. Your presence on the Obra Dinn is critical. I leave the discovery of its fate and the completion of this book in your hands. Pip, pip. Don't worry. They have those kind of voices. That's fair. I like this cadence, old chap. What? Oh, well, be poodle. I sound like your father-in-law. Oh, I say. You know, back in the war... well, the next few pages will seem bewildering at first, or will make sense in time. Use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard. Complete each chapter accurately, and return the book by guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. The bargain chapter will remain unknown to you. I possess the details within, but I've elected to keep them private for now. What? I did. I just started the game, Java. I just started it. Contents. The journey, the ship, the crew, life at sea, a sketch. Glossary, back cover. Chapters, loose cargo, a bit of cold, murder, the calling, unholy captives, soldiers of the sea, the doom, the bargain, escape, and the end. Basically, Henry Evans is a lazy ass that wants you to learn it all the hard way. What's up with that, Henry Evans? Let's, The journey. Atlantic leg of the Far East route. Oh, the Azores. Nice. The ship. Well, the deck plans for the Obra Dinn. Very nice. Oh, look. Europe. It is. There's that Normandy. Where did it start? Interesting. Oh. Well. Madeira, Canary Islands, Africa, Cape Verde. Where are we going anyway? He basically knows the whole story, but no, you have to work it all. Why? Is he like a... Like, what's up with him? What is up with him? Is he some kind of sadist? Well then. Well. Alright then. Oh. The deck plans for the Obra Dinn. Oh, look at this. The starboard walk. How very nice. The carpenter shop. Crew. Surgery. Captain's cargo. Cargo hold. Lazarette. Passenger cargo. Bosun's store. Oh, there's actually a lot of decks here, isn't there? I don't know why I'm speaking like Henry Evans right now, because I'm not Henry Evans, I'm me. It's gonna be some... I don't know if it's... Maybe... But what if Gilligan's Island was Lovecraftian all along? So the main deck, we've got the captain's quarters and the passenger cabins. Oh, that's nice to have it on the main deck. Second mate, fourth mate, first mate, third mate, the stewards, the midshipmen, bosun, bosun's mate, Sir Gun deck, orlop deck, purser's office, surgery, passengers, probably cheap passengers, starboard walk, port walk, gunner's store, carpenter's shop. We have a female character. What? I'm not... Somebody who's not can somebody add learned? Jared, can you add learned? I'm not Henry Evans, I'm me, for me, because I like that one. I like it very much. All right, so let's the ship, the crew, our completed crew. Oh, we don't have any... Oh, I see. We don't have any of their fates yet. Robert Whittard, the captain. First mate, second mate, third bosun's. Surgeon's mate, carpenter. Oh, you know what? Artist. This is actually awesome. Because I feel like Abigail Hoscott Witterell. Robert Witterell. Oh, she's the daughter, sister, wife, mother, passenger. I'm going to be in and out, so can anyone message me? Apologies in advance. That is fair. Formosa. Top man. So first off, seaman. I just want to say, just for the record, also I love where everyone's from. I just want to say that this is a thing that I want to have offline, because if I were running a campaign where people were on a ship of this size, here I have an entire crew manifest, and that is, like, that's what you need, right? I mean, do you know what I mean? Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, right. I'm just noticing in our crew list, like, who do we have, and who are our sort of main people. I always want to just, give it a quick look, but I don't see. Nunzio Pasqua, a passenger, maybe an opera singer. Miss Jane Bird, and a bunch of people from Formosa, which is interesting. Parser? Yeah, so I want to have this crew manifest outside of this game, because I'm telling you, if I ran an RPG, which actually... I was the lead playtester on Age of Napoleon, which is a GURP supplement for running seaborne sort of games, or also military, just running games during the Age of Napoleon. And I was the lead playtester on that supplement book. So I actually could run a game set in this sort of setting. And this would be a great resource, is all I'm saying. Who wants to carry the purse? Oh, hey, look. All of our people. Huh. So I can... Oh, look, here's everybody here. Oh, Oh. Oh. We've got our musician. We've got people dancing. We have the Formosan royalty. So we have royalty from the Formosa royal. Oh, that seems bad. It looks like maybe. Oh, someone got shot and killed. So there was some justice at sea, everybody. That's some people are upset. Not at all. ES. That must be our artist. People, I have thoughts. I have thoughts about how, what if I want to run, on the cargo deck? So, a bitter cold. We're going to film this book, aren't we? We're going to film this book, aren't we? This is awesome. Okay, if you have to do what I think you have to do, and that is determine the fate of all the passengers, this seems quite challenging. I think we do. Yep, the rest of the book is mostly blank. I'm going to just do a quick on the Orlop deck. I'm going to do a quick outside the first mate's window. Yeah. You have thoughts? Are those thoughts music, RPG, squirrel? Maybe, Krellin? Ambara Garwin, how are you? We're just reading this book, Unholy Captives. Well, let's see what we got. And the walkabout, the doom on the bow, on the gun deck. Also, I'm not in the captain's quarters. Whoa, hold on. This chapter will remain unknown until you leave the ship and return the book to me. This chapter will remain unknown until you leave the ship and return the book to me, Henry Evans. Whatever, Henry in the lazarette. I'm tired. I worked a long day today, starting early. I was up way too late after 2 hours of sleep the night before, and I got 10 hours of sleep, which was great. It was great. I loved it, but I got a very late start today. Captain, head officer in command of the ship, responsible for directing the other officers and ensuring the safety and success and safety of the ship's voyage. You know, what if I... Yep, Henry knows the whole damn story, but just won't tell you. Whatever, Henry. Hold on a second. I want to show you this. I'm going to show you something. Wow. So, I have worked as lead playtester a couple of times for Steve Jackson Games back when I was in grad school and had more time than I do now. But I was the lead playtester for GURPS Age of Napoleon. And this is a source book which says, for 3rd edition, from his beginnings as a Corsican soldier, through his rise to power as the Emperor of France, to his final defeat at Waterloo, Napoleon Bonaparte built an empire and a legend. Napoleon was that rarest of men, one whose life defined the age in which he lived. Now that age comes alive for your role-playing game. The Age of Napoleon is a comprehensive guide to the life and times of Napoleon Bonaparte. It contains a history of the years leading up to Napoleon's rule, including events in Europe, Asia, and the American colonies, biographies for dozens of leading men and women of the age, many with GURPS character write-ups, chapters about life under Napoleon, both for the bourgeoisie and for the nobility, and about the culture of the age, music, art, and literature, suggestions for campaigns in the Age of Napoleon, play officers in the French fleet, Wellington's foot soldiers, American blockade runners, or secret agents for any of the empires, plus detailed maps of Europe, France, and Paris during and after the French Revolution. It was an age when heroes were made, an age when history was a blank book waiting to be written. It was the Age of Napoleon. So I think actually there's also French Revolution stuff in here as well. So if you wanted to do like there's a lot all in here that you could then, you know, if you wanted to run an Age of Napoleon campaign, you can. And I was the lead playtester. Because, you know, that's what I do. That's it. Henry knows, maybe this is my annual evaluation. Right, yeah, like Les Mis, the RPG. If you want to run Les Mis, the RPG, this will help you do it. I will just tell you, GURPS has so many really, really good supplements for, like, it really does. Hey, Cyclonus. Bill, Rissa, Bill was the editor. Bill edited it. Bill Stoddard is one of my GMs. I'm currently a player with him in the game that Rissa is running. Rissa is running a Call of Cthulhu game that I play once a month, and Bill Stoddard is one of our players. But I met Rissa through Bill because I signed up to be a player in one of his games, and I would drive from Los Angeles to San Diego ride every month to be in one of his games because Bill Stoddard wrote the steampunk book. He's just written a lot for GURPS. He's just a really great author. He's very good. Cyclonus. Hey, Axe. Whispers. So our mate, officer or tradesman that supports and assists their superior. General mates help run the ship and serve at the captain's request. Tradesman mates serve their supervisor. Bosun, alternate, bosun, foreman in charge of general crew operations and the equipment required to sail the ship. See, look, this is gunner. Military officer in charge of weapons and military procedures on the ship. Purser, administrative official, accounts for all cargo, value, and trade transactions. Manages a small item store for the crew. Surgeon, the ship's doctor, in charge of crew health, capable of general care and medical procedures as required. Carpenter, tradesman responsible for maintaining the integrity of the ship's wooden structures. Bosun is the stupidest spelling of a word pronounced bosun possible. Yeah, I'm with you. English. If you sing your next action, you get advantage on your rolls. Hello, drummer boy. Unless you're playing Eponine, then it only ends in sadness forever. Les Mis the RPG. Although I would love to play a French Resistance kind of Scarlet Pimpernel game. Was there? Was there a Scarlet Pimpernel GURPS book? Swashbucklers, steampunk, special ops, space. If there was, I don't own one. GURPS, spirits. It's Eponine's fault for choosing brunette as a hair color. It's true. Krell is correct. If you have brunette hair color, you're probably gonna just die. I mean, it's no good. Helmsman, rated seaman in control of the ship's wheel and general moment-to-moment navigation. Steward, a servant to an officer or higher-rated crew member, performing general duties for the comfort of their employer. I don't know. Have you seen how people spell the surname that's pronounced Fanshawe? I've not Control Freak, but you should spell it. Isn't Chumley spelled I want spellings. Les Mis are TTRPG, sometimes it's here. I mean, it wasn't always pronounced bosun. Sailors just, they have their own cant. Bosun, midshipman, officer in training, assists various officers and tradesmen in order to learn ship's operations, usually of privileged status. Oh. Topman, higher-rated seaman specializing in work above the deck in the sails and rigging. Interesting. Seaman, low-level crew member responsible for general manual labor on and below deck. Rigging, the network of ropes and chains supporting the masts used for working the sails. Main deck, the top of the ship, exposed to the weather. Gun deck, the deck carrying the ship's guns and lined with portals for their firing. Orlop deck, mid-deck, above the lowest deck, containing storage, cabins, animal pens, and the ship's steering tiller. Ooh. Oh, hey, actually, this is working. What is this? What is that? Open, close book, table of contents. Huh. Open, close book. Oh, hey, we've got stuff here. And also apparently my... Oh. Memento Mortem. Remember death. Ooh. Oh, this is the pocket watch that I've got to use for things. Also, apparently, my controller's working again, which is great. I have to figure out how that works out. A spell a profession, then send it all over the world for a few centuries if you want a weird spelling anyways. I like it. We have Worcester, pronounced Worcester. I'm in New England, so we also have a Worcester, or a Worcester. Chumley Fanshawe, correct spelling. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Wait. Control freak. Chumley Fanshawe is spelled Cholmondeley Featherstonehaw. Because British aristocrats, to be quite honest. What? What? First off, Control Freak, I want that to be my name. I need to have a character named Chumley Fanshawe. And I want, because also where delay. I'm writing this down because I will never remember this, because that is the most insane thing I've ever seen, and I love it because it's the best. Why? Why is that even happening? I don't even know. The skull thing is kind of your progress meter. Okay. Are you sure it's not Welsh? It looks, no, never mind. That's not nearly enough Y's for it to be Welsh. There's a whole steampunk nerdcore rap song about British weird names for things. Control Freak, I love steampunk nerdcore rap, or at least I know what's his face, the guy that does the T. There are these Professor. Oh, what's his name? There are two guys I know. And chap rap, all those chap rappers. I know two. Oh, making me think that if I ever did a hip hop class, I have to put chap rap in it. You have to post it. Please post it, Control Freak, in the Discord. Yeah, I know. I forgot to update Nightbot, but Nightbot, we're going to update Nightbot a little bit later. How about the English think there's an F in the word lieutenant? That name is like, your name must be this long to get on this fancy ship gate. It can't be Welsh, it still has vowels. Professor Elemental. Oh yeah, there's like a, what's the one? It's he does straight out of Surrey. Straight out of Surrey. Hello. So I think that's all I'm taking with me. Apparently I'm just leaving. Also, controller. Apparently I'm gonna leave all my stuff on the boat. That's fine. Apparently. There's Mr. B, the Gentleman Rhymer. Thank you, Mr. B, the Gentleman Rhymer. Oh, is it really, Beboodle? Is that song exactly what your life is like? Because it is, after all, you know. Ooh. You know what? Real quick, I'm going to see what our controls are, because now that we're using now that this is registered, I need to see what it is. Just going to throw this out there. The English invented the language. They have more right to decide how it works than most. I don't know if that's true, because English is a living, growing language, you know? There's one thing I was talking about, and I straight up serious as Mr. B, the Gentleman Rhymer. Fun fact, that dude sits in that boat unmoving for the entire rest of the game. There's a lot less cricket. Have you looked at the different graphical styles of whatever they are called yet? The base Mac, IBM, that one, I've seen that one. To be fair, we stole the language from like everyone, right? And also it's not like a coherent language. And now here's the thing that I will say that I don't necessarily think I believe. There are people who will say that, and I don't necessarily believe this, that Americans' speech is closer to older English speech than modern English people because of our difference in, the split. But I don't know if I believe that. The English actually didn't invent the language. They had a lot of help from the French, who ruled it for centuries. But you also named your collection, so it's yours, Bentham. Let's... Oh, wait, sorry. Zoom is left bumper. Okay, we're good. Let's let's check this out. Here we have a person. Let's zoom in on them. And
Captain, open the door. Kick it in.
what?
Lest we break it down and take more than those shells.
Oh.
You maintain exactly what I give you.
Oh. We're all black and white right now. Also, it doesn't look good right now. It looks like there was a mutiny on this ship. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. Hey, people. People. Oh. A Scottish band that I love, Mogwai, wrote a song called Dial Revenge because I always thought phone booths in Wales must be exceedingly strange and disturbing to the Welsh. In Welsh, dial means revenge. Oh, cool. You want to be able to hear the game for accents and stuff, I'm 90% sure. Mm-hmm. And in all phone booths, there's a sign that says dial something in emergencies. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh. First off, that's gorgeous. Oh my goodness. The end, location of the corpse. Oh, this is a mystery. Who is this? How did they die? Captain? Location of the corpse. 3 others were present. Well, this unknown soul met an unknown fate. Wait, weren't they just shot though? They were shot. With a gun. This unknown soul was shot with a gun by Robert Witterell. Right? I mean, right? You don't have to fill in everything right now, by the way, just what you know. Okay. So this unknown soul was shot with a gun by Captain Robert Witterell. I feel like that's true. Like, I feel like that is true. Open the door. You bastards may take eggs. Okay. Location of the corpse. Okay. 3 others were present. Shot. Oh, that must be the captain then. Oh. You can watch the scene again or move to other scenes. This game is like a super complicated game of Clue. X with the Y, but in the Z, but for the whole dang ship. That is very cool. The X in the transcript donates where the person killed was speaking. So this actually should be the captain. Yes, it's no longer blurred, which means they now can be identified. Use the book and the pocket watch to gather enough information to deduce their identity. Revisit memories on the ship using the pocket watch to study relationships, appearances, and activities. Use the book maps, crew manifest, and artist sketches, along with the individual conversation logs to find clues about... There were 60 people on the ship when it left England. Determine everyone's identity and fate will not be easy. Decisive information is rare. You will have to make assumptions using partial information. Some identities may only be revealed through the process of elimination. I am so excited for this game. Good luck. I am so excited in my life. I just want you to know it. I love my life right now. First off, memories where this person appears can be navigated from here. Mangled pork. Ooh. Bookmark all memories where they appear for quicker navigation. Thank you for recommending this game. Because first memory, show memories on the deck depicted in just the C sketch, remove all bookmarks. Oh. So Robert W. Witterell shot by gun and also another person. Okay, so this is very cool. By the way, it's not saying to straight up guess. There's always enough information somewhere to be sure of identity. Okay. So if I do this, I suppose the question I have is, how do I get to see the scene again? You will often find information in later scenes that tell you the previous people were. Okay. But I suppose I want to... Oh, we're back. That said, it's still good to solve everything you can as soon as you can. Oh. Oh, hey, look. So this is the person, I think, right? This person was shot. Oh, this is so cool. Hello, random person. Let me go over here. I'm just going to give a quick go upstairs for a moment. See if I can... Person with a knife. Yeah, MMK star. This is very, very cool. Oh, look. Another animal cage strapped to the outside. Oh, no, that might be the same animal cage. There's a door here. Oh! I'm in a memory right now. Oh, I'm outside of the memory, apparently. Oh. All right, I want to, oh. Oh. Pardon me. Okay, so I will zoom in on them and look. I wonder what was going on with them. What was happening? Let me go and look at the captain a little bit. Hello, Captain. I apparently cannot... I'm going to zoom in on you. I was right? Oh, yes. Also, he's not wearing a shirt. They must have woken him up in the middle of the night, which is a little rude. They also woke him up with an axe, which is also rude. So... yeah? How about you? You are this person. Okay. Interesting. And then, who is this other person? Oh, Mango Pork. I love this game right now. Huh. Is the Axeman named Johnny? Was he doing it here? He was. So you are one of those folks. All right. This is really good. And this, it looks like, is the way out of this memory. Okay. So I'm going to go out of the memory, I think, just like that. The thing I hate about the game most is that you can only play it for the first time once. Oh, yeah, that's bad. So, let's go into the captain's quarters, shall we? And see what we have to see. Also, this game is really... Okay, people. We found... This looks like the captain's quarters? Hey, Mr. Monkey.
Here someplace.
Oh.
They're at the bottom of the sea. That's a lie.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Okay. We're having some kind of conflict. So he shoots one guy. I feel like we're still in the captain's... Oh. There's some stabbing with a knife, everyone. Gun. That must be his one gun, which, again, you know, one shot, hopefully one kill. Well, the captain has a very nice quarters, doesn't he? Let's, hello, Captain. That's what streaming is for. Mingle Pork, relive vicariously through others through some playthroughs. Ooh. Oop. Oop. Inside the captain's quarters. Oh, we're at the end of the whole thing, huh? Oh. Why do you think I'm here? After specifically asking you to tag me with this the day... Yes, this is why. Every new scene jumps to the book after a minute. Looks like a slit throat. Totally rebel, right? Sure. I forget what you mortals can survive sometimes. Oh, okay. So who is this? How did they die? Where are they? They must be at the bottom. See, that's a lie. So it looks like two others were present. Location of the corpse. So it's the captain, our captain, and this person who was outside earlier. So this person, by the way, was eaten, electrocuted, expired, exploded, fell, froze, killed, was knifed probably. Was knifed by our captain. Yes. So this person was knifed by the captain. It doesn't end at the beginning, though. Is that... And... That's inside the captain's quarters. Hello, Captain. And I'm going to just look at you, but... I know you're that person. You were knifed by the captain. Also, you just seem rude. That's all. Knifed versus stabbed. The beginning is the end. The beginning is the end is the beginning. So I think... So they're looking for something that's at the bottom of the sea. Oh, hey. This is a nice... Who are you? Oh, no. Who are you, my friend? I know who you are. You're that guy. I know what you're doing. They're both good songs with the Smashing Pumpkins. The plot of this is more twists and turns than a plate of pasta. You are jumping down here so you can sneak up on the captain and kill him from behind. That's what you're doing. Because you're rude. I hope the captain loves surprises. I hope the captain's cabin is nice. Also, no, I want to exit out of this memory. I suppose I just have to walk out, right? Ooh, pardon me. I mean, is he rude? The captain just murdered 2 people. I mean, he did, but... Oh, yeah. Here's some knives. Not going to go in there yet. I'm going to go look at this guy. This is Knife Boy. This is Knife Boy, everyone. It was just like murdering back. This is Knife Boy. Ooh. Okay. This guy seems to have learned Bartitsu, although it's too early for that. Ooh! Look, he's been stabbed. He's been stabbed. Hi, Captain. Are you gonna survive this? So here's the question. How do we describe this, do you think? Yeah, he had a spirit in that last scene, right? Yeah, so there were two others present. Yeah, but where's our other guy? This guy. This guy. This person's face appears blurred throughout the book. This blurring indicates you don't yet have sufficient information to determine their identity. Unknown. Trying to name them while their face is blurred would be unproductive. Carry on and pay attention. Faces will become unblurred when the information necessary to identify them has been revealed in some way. Nobody told him this was Captain John Wick. He got speared and stabbed, then killed the guy, then stabbed him with a spear like a badass. The captain doesn't murder, he executes with undisclosed reasons. It's true. He's been stabbed in the back, looks like just low enough that if the stabbing doesn't kill him, the toxins floating in his bloodstream would. So I feel like this guy, I feel like we know things about him. There's another corpse. I would like to. Does this guy? But the guy's right there. His corpse is. I want to. Maybe the captain is Rasputin. Oh, hello. What's happening? Ah, you have to let the scene end. Thank you, mangled pork. Thank you. Right. Okay. Yep. Let's this unknown soul was clubbed, I assume. Eaten. I fell, froze, killed with a sword, knifed, poison shot, speared, spiked, strangled, struck, suicide. Yeah, the captain struck with hooves, tail, wing. No. Suicide, torn. You know, some of these deaths seem a little worrisome. Let's say he was clubbed by our captain. That feels right to me. I feel like that's a clubbing. Is there a way, by the way, is there a way to exit out of the scene other than going through that door up front? I mean, I do enjoy seeing all their bodies. I mean, not in a creepy way. Oh, hey, look. Motion lines. This is so good. Yeah. Ooh. There seems to be a pattern. Methinks the captain is a vicious murderer. Oh. Open book? Oh, hey. There are a lot of flies here, everyone. Exploded is an interesting prompt. It's got to be the door. Oh, hey. Somebody died in their bed. This seems unfortunate. Let's find out what's happening. I don't even know what.
Your brother, my friend. I shot him. Dead.
Your brother, my friend. Oh.
I'll be with you soon, my love.
Oh.
Please forgive me for everything.
Oh. 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 Well. He's just putting down a mutiny that has overwhelming support. There may be a secret achievement called Captain Did It, which you get for blaming the captain for all 60 deaths. Hello, Serkin Shade. Depending on what happened, maybe the dying in your sleep thing was a better way to go. So, this, my friend, is the captain shooting himself in the face. Well, not in the face, but yeah. 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 Oh, it's closing in on me. The most fun way to do is to say everyone was eaten by the captain. Well, the captain's a cannibal? I don't know what else to tell you. Well, if we can figure out who Abigail's brother was, we can figure out who he shot. Yes. I mean, the captain's responsible for a ship, so in a sense, he's actually guilty. In the alpha version, he shot himself in the head. They decided that was a bit much. Captain Witterall, he was shot. He was shot with a gun by himself. No, but the dread Captain Crunch. Oh, hey, good point. Suicide. Thank you. Suicide gun. Thank you. Thank you. This may or may not be correct. Fates are validated in sets of 3. Oh. Correctly identify at least 3 people and their faces to have the information typeset into the book. Okay. And they do this, they give you in timers of 3 so that you can't figure out which one, so you don't know necessarily which one is wrong. So you can't just guess. Love it. Okay. This looks like Abigail, everyone. Because that's who this is. That's who this is. This is Abigail. I just want you to know it. Yes, that's Abigail. I know it for true. I'm telling you. This game has so many nice touches and details. Very well crafted, says Javai. Agreed. Hello. Oh, oh. We will see. But the thing is, I imagine she has a... So the end happens there near Madeira. This is the end. Or is it? Yeah, we should check the passenger list. Escape the end. I think we don't yet have, so we need to go here and, get her. Martin. Okay. There's a terrible storm. This rain looks amazing. There's a kraken. There's Cthulhu. Hold on, people. That's... Wait. Okay. So... Cause look, it starts here, right? And you're like, oh, look, it's like there's rain. That's cool. Look, big rain. That's neat. Oh, look, the rain. Oh, that's cool. Wait, that's like a tentacle. Oh, look, there's another. Oh, that's a tentacle. Oh no. Wait, what? Yeah. Oh. So, the Doom. Oh. That was definitely the captain. So inside the captain's quarters, the corpse was moved post-mortem. Yeah. Martin, where's the captain? Have you lost your mind? Get back inside. I mean, really, Martin is not wrong. I want my husband. Where is he? He's below deck. Come here. So, you've come in at a very good point, Magic Myth Mayhem. I think that definitely there is some concerns here. You know? This is where corpse was. This is where it happened. 10 others. So there were a lot of people present in this whole situation. But let's go to her. This is Abigail Witterall. And she, how would we describe that? Rissa, I see those tentacles. How would we describe what that was? I feel like she was crushed by, was she crushed by rigging? Is that what that was? There's some leeway in the death descriptions. Okay. Poison shot, speared, spiked, strangled, struck. No. So I don't, ooh, some of these things make me very concerned. Oh, yes. Javai. I like this. So I'm going to say crushed by rigging. Hoskut. Right. I would call the Kraken a beast. Because that looks to me like she's crushed by rigging. Who else is... Oh, this creepy guy's present? Ugh. Who else is present, though? This guy's present. This guy. This guy. All right. So this is, I think, an important scene we're going to have to come back to, it looks like. Right? Exploded by tentacles is cool. Wait. Oh. I don't think I'm doing well right now. I feel like we can call this rigging. Also, I'm clearly upset. Right? I'm clearly upset right now. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? I think I must... I pressed a button. I pressed a button. What is this? Something is happening. I think I would do... Oh. Oh, I'm... ooh. Something's happening. Yeah, I feel like... Ooh, Javai, maybe crushed by a beast is good? I'll have to see... Oh. Is that a ghost? Okay. I'm following this. Oh! So... Okay, we got... But this doesn't look like her. Somebody got ripped in half. Oh. You can bring images of bodies from the memories into reality. Ooh. But what if there'd be tons of historical evidence of dragons, but people's deaths were just recorded as they died in fire? This is the next body. Okay, this person has got sucker marks on them, has a sword, is ripped in half. Oh, this person's trying to save that person. This person's shooting. Oh. Oh. He's either a tattoo guy or those are suckers. Tossing a weapon? Boat? People? Oh. Oh my. Can I, Okay, tattoo guy. So tattoo guy gets... that could very well have been. I will worry, going through the things too quick can actually make the game harder because you don't know where you're supposed to be looking and find the information you need. Right. I don't want to go through the scenes too fast. I want to be able to go back. I will look up Hoskett. So this person was torn apart by a beast. Yes. And there were other people present. And I would like to... So, I'm freaking out. I would like to not move on to the next corpse yet. So this is this guy. Open the book while examining a face to flip directly to the sketch. Okay. So... Crushed by falling rigging. Crushed by the beast. Do we feel like crushed by the beast is better? We'll have that in there. You can look through the big crew sketch and see who is unblurred. Try to solve all those before you continue. Okay. So... Justice at Sea. Whew. Torn apart by beast. Oh, we were going to look up the crew manifest. This is a mystery game. I want... what is it? No, that's not what I want. I want... A? No. Contents. I want the crew... Passenger. We're looking for... So William Hoskett, the first mate, is the brother. Are there any other Hosketts? So we know that William Hoskett, the first mate, was shot. Actually, I don't know who he was. It is. It's this mystery game, and I'm... So let's see what we have here. we can apparently we can know something about her, but I've not seen a bunch of these people yet. So we have to look at these scenes a little bit more, I think. Let's go back to the end. I think we know this guy shot. So this must be the brother, right? That would make sense. This would be Martin Hoskett, right? Jer, thinking about you. Oh. Well done. 3 fates correct. So the brother is the one who was like leading this mutiny. Well, that's bad. Hey, we got 3 done. 5% done. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. All right. Let's... So no one else was present when he killed himself. Inside the captain's quarters, we have this... William Hoskett, not Martin Hoskett. Martin is someone else's first name. Well, let's see what we're looking at. William Hoskett, first mate, was shot with a gun by Captain Martin. So Martin is someone else's first name, so that's correct. Somebody named Martin was also... Let's look at the crew for a moment. We're looking for... She shot a Martin. Martin Parrott is third mate. Do we have any other Martins? Nicholas. So we have one Martin who's the third mate. And Martin... who is Martin Parrott? Well, I don't know that. But I do know that he was shot. Martin called Abigail insane for going out during a Kraken attack. Let's... You know what we're gonna do? Let's go to the end. Yeah, I want to check Abigail's scene again, is what I want to do. So we have William Hoskett, first mate, was shot. Let's see. William Hoskett shot, right? Right, and then we have this person. Where are they? There must be someplace bottom of the sea. That's a lie. Then this person clubbed. Abigail, your brother, my friend, I shot him dead. I'll be with you soon, my love. Please forgive me for everything. Right. The problem is, oh, she's going to be in the Doom, isn't she? I need the table of contents. The Doom, I think, is where we're at. Yes, the Doom. The Doom. On the bow, on the gun deck, on the main deck. So this is where we are, because there's a... On the main deck, let's go back to Abigail. We can do that, right? So, Martin, where's the captain? Have you lost your mind? Get back inside. I want my husband. Where is he? He's below deck. Come here. Are you hearing the voices well, by the way? It's coming through a bit quietly. I'm not sure. Oh, I had turned down the volume a little bit because I know that it had been a little bit loud. I actually can't turn the volume up. I can't control it, but I can hear it. So this is her. The corpse was moved post-mortem. Her corpse was here, and it was moved by someone, but we don't know yet who. 10 others were present. Yeah, she was hit by a tentacle. The tentacle grabbed a piece of the ship and crushed her with it. So the question becomes, I want to get back there. So I want to... So look, I want to get back to her body somehow. There are a lot of people here. Let's... Who are you? This is the bit for finding the next corpse. But I don't feel like I'm done with all the corpses yet. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like... This is this guy. I feel like I need to see who all these people... Who are you? You're this guy. Once you're back on the ship, you can go find Abigail. You can follow the light, then walk off. Right, I'm gonna just name check some of these peeps, or get their faces. And who are you? There are a lot of people here. And I would like to walk away. I don't think I can walk away. Okay, I just pressed a button and it's giving me the weirdness. Oh. I mean, the light that takes you to the body when you're back on the ship, you do have to find the body now. Oh. So I am at this body. This is weird. Where am I? This is the... I think this is the body of the guy that was cut in half. So I'm following this. What happened to you? And this is where he landed? Or maybe? We're following corpses, but I just want to get to I want to get back to Abigail. Yeah. I want to find Abigail. Wait. I want to find Abigail. There are a lot of people here, and I want to find Abigail. Javai, I'm not voluntarily entering a new corpse scene. Okay. This is terrible. You could go where you like. You're okay right now. I'm not in the present day. I'm in a memory, right? Well, this is this guy. Hello, this guy. You're the guy that gets ripped in half, right? You're bringing in weapons. You're having a hard time with your life. Oh. I don't even know right now. Find the body once, then find the next body once done in here, follow the light to reveal the body, but once the body starts appearing, just move away to Abigail, I imagine? The scene with the floaty orb, was it, so like... All right, I think this is how I'm going to get to the present day, right? And I'm going to have to go back to this to look at it, but... Okay. This is the present day. I want to go back to Abigail, because that is where we're at. The sequence is, you go into a memory to enter the book, return to the shaking watch, you click, you find the glowy corpse, you select it, you arrive in the present day, you follow the light to the corpse, then you go, okay, so I'm back here. This should be Abigail. This should be Abigail. Right? Okay. So the monster crushes her. This looks like it could be Martin because he was talking to her. I think that's Martin. That's what I think. I think that's Martin. Because they're just talking right here and then. That's what I think. I think that's Martin. And here are some more people hanging out here. And these are these two women. Some memories end with a door to go back. Some take you to the corpse finding sequence, which is indicated by the watch shaking. So now I'm interested in how this corpse finding sequence will work. So that's that woman there. This one is that woman. This is this guy. This is probably the steward of some sort. Okay. I think this is Martin. Which... I think that's Martin because she's talking to Martin, so I think that's him. And these are some of our other civilian passengers who I can sort of look up here. These are people having a hard time with their lives right now. Okay, we also have here... Okay, so hold on. I have a question. this is one of those folks. This is our this guy who gets torn in half by the monster. So now okay, so let me get this right. So they're having some troubles right now. Some big wave coming too. I feel like some of them might, like, that's not good, right? That's I feel like, oh, there's the door out. Okay, so let's think about this. This is a corpse of the guy cut in half, who I can identify now, but this is Martin, and I feel like I have a question. If I do this, I can do this, right? I think this is Martin Parrott, because she was talking to Martin. So I think that's Martin, the captain, first mate. These people are... Ooh. Okay. All right. Is Martin... He's the third mate. Yeah, no, we got him. He's right there, right? He's the third mate. And... who else do we have? I think a lot of these folks, it's too early, but yeah, I don't think I've got his name, but I do think that I can, like, some people are still a little open. We know these people's name. Well, we don't know if we can. Yes. Socialize unexpectedly. This is torn apart by the beast guy, which did happen. I saw it. Now, these two women, this is the daughter, this is the mother, or the older and the younger. I'm just curious as to see, this is a deduction rating. What does that mean? A higher rating means this will be more difficult to determine this person's identity. Focus on the easily deduced identities first and leave the more difficult ones for later. A 10-minute stop turned into a 2-episode hangout. Hey, that's fair. Okay, I see. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. I don't remember much, but I think we have a lot of the info we will get on the tattoo guy. Not all, but it's possible to deduce at this point, but it might be easier later on. See, that's, I don't think there, and I don't think there are that many women, and I think we can probably guess of whom they might be able to be, if that makes any sense. Right? The clue for the two ladies that there has been given, but it is very sneaky. What I want is to go back to the book, and I want the crew. So we have, let's look at our passengers. Nunzio Pasqua, Emily Jackson, Miss Jane Bird. Okay, these are two, and then these are our people from Formosa. I think that is probably our two women. And it seems to me that the younger is Miss Jane Bird. Let's see. But we've got, yes, but the Formosan royalty are going to have different last names. So hold on. Their last names were, give me a second, Emily Jackson and Miss Jane Bird. And I want to see if there are any Jacksons or Birds on the ship. Well, I'm just doing logic. Nunzio Pasqua. there's a clue that confirms absolutely which one is which. We will come back to it. I just want to see if we need. I don't think we're going to have any Jackson or Birds. So, and I suspect that one guy might be the Italian dude, but we will come back to it. The older one might have married early. Or it would have been the other one going young, right? All right, so we have done. Now, so this is us. We are currently in a memory, right? This guy here. We don't know about you. See, I think this is Miss Jane Bird and this is Emily Jackson. But we will see what we can do. Now, where I'm at this moment, I'm currently in a memory, right? And there's no door out. The older one might be a dowager. She could be a dowager. She could be a dowager. So if the older one is... But I cannot follow his... So here we are. We're in the memory, right? And we can't get out unless we find a new corpse to follow. You know, but Mangle Pork, 37, that's practically dead. So it... Oh, there is a door out. I see. There's a door right there. So now the thing is, I want to get my rules right. Here, it looks like I can hit that. Woo. I'll give you a hint about working out the ladies. Usually I won't, but this one's especially... Well, give me a second. Let me see. I still haven't thought about it, but maybe we'll learn something else. Hello. I'll tell you what. Give me a bit on it first. Oh, hey, look. It's a goat? Yeah, he's ripped apart by a tentacle. 100%. So now we are here. We're in a separate memory, right? And this memory is to figure out this guy, which I feel like we know. Like, I feel like we know what happened to this guy, right? He was torn apart by a beast. We don't know his name yet, but we do know this guy, and I feel like this is Pasquale. But we'll see. Okay, so we've got him. We know what happened to this fellow. So I think at the moment we are looking for... There's the way out. Hey, Falcon of Venom, how are you? We're having bad things are happening on this ship, is what I'm trying to tell you. It's a true statement. So this is another body. And this, but here's my question. This is a full body. This is that person. And they are dead. But I don't know what happened to them. So I suppose what we do is we click on them and we find out their thing. Oh, I just got the Doom Part 6. We just got home from the Cheese Fest this Christmas in the park. There's some dying. Ooh. So we're throwing powder at the beast. Now here's a question. Is this the same guy? That seems like the same guy, right? Tons of trees. That seems like the same guy. Yeah. So this guy looks like they throw this powder to try to stop this beast, but we do see his corpse. What happens to you? Do you get strangled by the rigging? The watch takes you to the moment of death. If they're still alive, it's not the guy. It looks like he bled out shrapnel from the barrel. Oh, look at this. There is a guy in there, isn't there? I think he's exploded. This guy. Uh-huh. No, it looks like this guy is in the explosion. So this guy, my friend. Yeah. He was at ground zero of a boom. Ooh. So now, I think if I do this, that's him. And this person exploded. This person was blasted by an explosion. Got it. Yeah, similar close by sketch, but a different guy. Yes. The scene has to end for the book to open. The scene has to end for the book to open. They seem to have lost a lot of people in this attack by Cthulhu. So let's see what else we have here. So we're here. There's a door out. But before I take it, I want to see if there are any other people. Who are you? Oh, you are our tattoo guy. I think I ended it. And more important people. All right, so I think I've looked at all the people up here in this doom. So now I just head out, right? Back into reality. And we're in Abigail's room. That's the captain. These are some people who got stabbed. But there are other people. A dream within a dream within a dream. So what I actually want to do is look at the ship's. Oops, pardon me. Oh, rooms. We know this person. This is where we have that one can't be moved. Yeah, but here, this is where our guests are staying. These are the guest rooms. But I suppose my question is, where are their bodies? Where are their bodies? I'm going to look at the ship, if you don't mind. Oh, arrows indicating the flow of time. Well, that's interesting. So there's an explosion here. This person gets ripped apart here. She got brained by things. He kills himself at the very end. Shooting, some stabbing. Okay. You work backwards through most scenes. We don't yet have any of this stuff. But we do know we have these passenger cabins. Captain's quarters. But I think there are also passenger cabins down here. Okay. Also, we're gonna do a giveaway at the very end because I can't do, what do you call it, cursor stuff until we get to the end. So we're gonna do our giveaway at the very end. Okay, so this is us. Let's see if there is, if we can, there's a bunch of stuff on that, what do you call it, bridge. We still have got to deal with the Doom. This is the exploded guy. Right? That's our exploded guy. Who exploded in a terrible, terrible way. But we can go below deck now. Ooh. This is the gun deck. And we can't go in here. At least not yet. I think that's what the big X is for. Plates. There's a body. Frankly, I'm surprised any of him is left after seeing a keg of black powder go up in real life. Never seen this game before, but it looks interesting. Yeah, thank you, Jer. I can't see time. Falcom, this is it's so interesting. You're trying to solve a mystery. So when a door opens and a scene becomes open in the present, don't question it. Time magic. So also in the past, we want to open doors a little bit. Hello, who are you? We don't know yet, but let's check out this body and see what we got. Oh. Hey, Jackal Skull. Oh. Ooh. Oh. This person got crushed by a cannon. That's very unfortunate. Yeah. You can't open a door in the past yourself. They just become open if they're already open in that scene. Oh. Wibbly wobbly. Toad. Yeah, he's crushed by a cannon. Hi, how are you? You, my friend. You are crushed by a cannon. This guy? This guy, right? I want to make sure I got the right guy. This guy. Yeah. Right in the throat. This person. No, that's fine. I don't... No, I don't know his identity, but I know what happened to him. Yeah, what a terrible way to go. So, like, I know what happens to this person. Well, whatever. Oh, it's the scene isn't finished, right? I need to let the scene end. Right. Thank you. That's right. So this guy, let's see if we can learn anything else about other people while we're here. This guy gets crushed by a cannon. Oh, no! I wasn't... The scene ended. I wanted to look in there. They popped me out of the scene before I was done. I wasn't even done with that scene. This person was crushed by a cannon. Nope. Was crushed by the cannon. Sorry, not follow, but forward opening base. You're still in the scene once you close the book. Okay. All right, so, okay, I'm still in the scene right now of this guy being brained with a cannon. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, I'm still in the scene. Because I want to look at who these other people are. Who are you? You're this person we've seen before. And who are you? These are a bunch of our gunners, by the way. And who are you? You don't look very good. Shaky hands are shaky. And the shaky watch means there's a body to be found in this scene. And you start the sequence by clicking. Ah-ha-ha. Okay. So the person we've got here... Ooh. There's another person here, actually. I don't know how you died, but I know how you died. You are also crushed by cannon? Can I look at your face? We're gonna try to get to this person's body. Hello? Hello, friend. Yeah, how are you? You have also been crushed by a cannon. I'm seeing you. Oh. They don't want us to talk to that person. Hey, Volpez, they want us to talk to this person. But I'm not certain how this person died. They don't seem to have a head. They seem to not be doing well. Okay, we're gonna look at their body, but there's another body there who I could... Okay. Oh, this person also looks like they were probably brained by a cannon. A? Person brained by a cannon. What happened to you? Or they weren't brained by a cannon. They might have had their head shot off. Right? They might have had their head shot off. Or they were brained by a cannon. But that body seems to have moved from here to here. Got some timey-wimey stuff going on. No, eaten by a grue. Right. Let's find out. Shot by cannon. Oh, yeah, shot by a cannon. Good news, we found out how to stop the cannons from destroying the ship with their recoil. Bad news, they're on wheels now. Oops. Yeah, leg bone. Oh, okay. Yeah, oh. Hi, how are you? You look like you were shot by a cannon. Friend. You, that guy. That guy. That person shot by a cannon. Looks like we can go further. We're looking around in clues before we get popped out of here, because we'll probably be popped out of here. Right, so that corpse over there. Oh, and what? Oh, I think it's canon. MMK Star says, I had this idea regarding safety of like, that was sort of normal precautions to them back then, but laughable to us now. Now, possibly someday our standards of safety might be laughable too to future people. Yeah. So this, hello, this person was, it doesn't pop you out. It just opens the book to fill in info. So Volpez, we are an insurance person, and we're trying to figure out how... Oh, this person was just... No, probably got this wrong then. This person, we are... So there's a ship that went missing and has just appeared, and we are the insurance person, so we're going onto the ship to try to figure out what happened to all of the people on the ship. And we're going back in time to see the past, to see what happened. Decapitated. No. This person wasn't murdered by someone. This person... No. Shot by a cannon. But I don't think by anyone. Right? Why are some of my favorite narratives about insurance people? Oh, hey story. Yeah. I mean, someone shot the cannon, even if it was fired wildly off target. That's true. Let's say that. And the fuse. Poor person. Two others were present. This person and that person. Oh, this is the knife person. Mm-hmm. So, like, I'm not done with this scene. Like, I'm not done with this. All right, so the cannon goes off, shoots it. You are holding the fuse. You are one of our cannoneers. Yes. So two people died in this scene. Which do you need to be sure? You do need to be sure which was which. Mm-hmm. There's an old noir radio show that I love about an insurance agent who constantly ends up in crime and murder mysteries, but I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, tattoo guy is everywhere. Also, Hercule Poirot was also an insurance person. Hello, you. You seem to have been the person who did it. Because you do not seem to be a gunner of any sort. Well, so this person seems to have been the one that was setting it off. So this is the one who killed that person accidentally. All right, so right now I'm in shaky cam, which means there's probably another corpse to be found. Probably this person, maybe. Big broadcast is right here in DC. So this person here is crushed by a cannon. I'm just saying, I'm in shaky camera right now. I mean, I could also be, I guess. Go here again. Shot, cannon, unknown. Yeah. 4 others were present. Yeah, there were 2 dead people for this scene. Oh, wait, hold on. And we've only found one of the bodies, it looks like, but there's another dead person in here. And the thing is, I feel like this is the dead person right here. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think this is the dead person. In this mode, you're free to keep looking around, but if you want to find the next body, you need to use the watch. Oh. It seems to me that this is the dead body right there. Right? Like, this seems like the dead body to me. But I suppose we have to find it in this mode? But that's the dead body right there. Like, this right here, dead body. I suppose I have to get to the right spot to open up my watch. this person's crushed by a cannon. So you don't look for the body. The body should be over there. I just put a link in our Medium Musings for a website called Audio Noir, where you can hear all sorts of old radio shows. That's excellent, because I love old radio shows. Here we go. This is the body I was looking for. This is the body I was looking for. Like, I knew it was there. Ooh. Oh. Oh, Kraken. There's a Kraken here. There's. Oh, I'm glad they're keeping the old commercials, because I love old radio plays, and also there's a Kraken here. This guy. Would you say this guy was crushed by the Kraken? Is that how you would describe that? I mean, we could discuss how we want to. What do you think they're firing the can? Maybe they were just firing cannons for fun, like for fun and profit. Oh, I was. Oh. Right. This person was crushed by... can we say crushed by the cannon? Or was this person crushed by the cannon or the beast? I suppose was crushed by the beast using a cannon. That... Right? I mean... Right? That seems like... how we would interpret that. Well, that's true. Both might be valid answers. I watched Chris Abbott Costello last night, which was sponsored by Paul Molive from 52, and they kept the commercials. Oh, I love when they keep, because the commercials from the past are so interesting to me, like the ones for cigarettes. Okay, so I'm back in the past scene, and this is the way out. I feel like we're going to have to go back in at one point in time to think about... Oh, hello. To think about who the... So this person here, this is the one who actually killed the other guy accidentally. This one. He was clubbed. This guy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to revisit these scenes. Oh, actually, I should be ending pretty soon, Jer. What time is it? It's 21:12. So I'll be ending really soon. We're gonna just try to get out of the scene, figure out how to do that. So this is the one that killed the other person. And once we get out, we are going to do a giveaway for Alpha Planet. Who are you? Who are you? Yeah, there's a door that gets us straight out, and I think we can get out of that door and be done. Still on military time. Wait, did I say it was 2100? Did I say that? Wait, did I? I'm sorry. I just have to ask because I wasn't paying attention to what I said. I just said it. Did I actually use military time right there? Oh, sorry. I wasn't. I try to use civilian time when I'm talking in public, but I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm sorry. I thought in my mind I still think military time a lot. I just have to sort of pay attention to use civilian time, and sometimes I don't have to pay attention. Sometimes I just have it, but I often default to military time, and I did. I'm sorry. This person is crushed. Okay, so we are currently in the current day in Return of Obra Dinn, right? Yeah. All right, so we're going backwards on the Doom. So we have her, but there were some other people on this deck who we'll come back to. We have this person who was torn apart. This person was blasted by an explosion. This person crushed by a loose cannon. This person, we don't know. Part 4 is still a little bit open for us. It's good to regularly take stock over what you know and try to solve anything outstanding. So that we have to go back to this person to figure out how they died. This person was crushed by the terrible beast. And then we have 2 more parts of the Doom. But we should probably go back in there to figure that out. But my mind was working in 24 hours because that's the norm in Sweden, where I grew up. It took me 3 to 4 years of living in Scotland to get used to 12-hour time. Rissa says, I'm used to it. Have to use it sometimes to explain to editors in Central Europe that they probably don't want training at 2300 or 1400, 1500 for me. Not sure why AM PM is so confusing for that time zone. It's a good question. So we're still missing someone in here who we're going to have to figure out. But I want to quit. Can we do we just save? Quit to title? Does it save everything for us? I'm going to assume that it does. Right? I'm going to assume that it does. I'm going to assume that it does. But I think we did really well. We getting used to like the shift between real time and other time. I think we did I hope it saves everything, Mangled Pork. I hope it. I think we did a good job though, right? I think we did. By the way, we're going to do a giveaway. And the giveaway is Planet Alpha, which is an action adventure platformer. Normally we do the giveaways in the middle, but I cannot use my cursor when I'm in the middle of Obra Dinn. So just say something in the next 5 minutes, and then you'll be entered into the giveaway. And we're going to just chat for like 5. Mulled wine. MK Star says, I had a glass of mulled wine left over for yesterday, so I love a good mulled wine. Aim and PM are really easy to mix up if you aren't used to the system. It's true. It is an interesting game, and so apparently things didn't work out well for the people in this crew. There's a monster. Giveaway, I guess? Yeah, that's creepy. I don't know what... Let me move this over here. I don't know what we're gonna do, but there's a and something happened in between Big Monster Kraken and Mutiny at the end. There's like a couple of chapters there in the middle. I figured we're gonna figure it out. I know Nightbot will fight this, but I'm abstaining from this week's giveaway since I won last time. MMK Star, you should get it, and then you should play it. Also, I'm very excited to find out, and I'm thinking, by the way, that one of the things that I should do. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything. Granny and the Jets. Granny, we're just about to go, but thank you for coming over for the host. I'm looking to get a 24-hour analog clock soon. I want to use markers to draw a daily schedule on it. Oh, that's cool. Wait, did we just get... Oh, we got a cheer. Oh, thank you, Volpez, for... I just got an emote. Thank you. There's a monster hiding in your bed, whispering in your ear. Ooh. I mean, this is like chapter 7. There are previous 6 chapters of deaths most likely. That's probably true. Maybe nobody dies. Maybe it all happened at the very... But we know some people lasted till the end. Volpez, in honor of those bits, I will sing for you We're in the Money, as sung by Ginger Rogers from the film Gold Diggers of 1933, and so therefore in Pig Latin. Irway and hey, the anime. Irway and hey, the anime. Iwe at gele at way of way at wakes to ute at gele ang way. Irway and hey, the anime. Either I skays or ani say. Old man did yes and pray. Ooh yare woo through a stay on way on rayo. Ewe ever ne eat red leons lay. Of way at Brian's lay. Ute day. And when we see the anley or up lay at the eye get in the eye. We're in the money. We're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. Woo! Thank you so much for those bits, Volpez. Thank you. I also might be getting multiple, so I can have clocks for Seattle time and New York time, like my office is a stock exchange or something. Okay, so first off, Mangled Pork, what a great idea. Now, I want clocks everywhere, except that I'm moving out of this place in a few months, so then I won't. Atomica says, I can set all that up on my phone. Used to have it set for West and East Coast so I can communicate with a friend out West. I should set up some British time on my phone. Grinny says, why do I feel like there's going to be a... Yep, exactly what I thought. Y'all get ready to leave as soon as I host. Grinny, but we missed you. Just posted in Discord, a friend just wrote an article in the New York Times about openly serving as a transgendered person in the Air Force. Oh, how amazing. I'm really excited to read it, especially now that the Trump administration has reversed the Obama policy and trans people are getting kicked out again. So that's terrible. Toad says, I also love your Rimpy shirt. There were years when I was the only person who I knew who even knew it existed. I love Rimpy. Mango Pork says, a fascinating thing about Obra Dinn is it tells an entire current story entirely through snapshots of deaths, which I'm so excited about. I really am so excited to find out more about what happened on the Obra Dinn. Well, I'm still here. Don't give me games. I almost totally use GMT because of all my international friends, because most people know their GMT position. I think Americans often don't because, you know. Atomica says, you know what I love? As you're learning the song, you're making it your own. You sound less like Ginger Rogers and more like Trooper. Thank you. Because, you know, yeah, like one day, I mean, first off, I don't think I can ever be Ginger Rogers, but also I love that song so much, so much. I mean, the only reason we can get around this is by you doing a life for another hour, doing a life for another hour at least. That is true. But what I'm thinking of is one day, you know what? I know what people have, we're GMT -5. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Live even. That makes sense because England is 5 hours ahead of us. Right, yeah, so we're GMT -5. I always sort of just think, yes. You know what? You know what people do? People do those 12-hour streams, and I feel like I should do one. I've never done one, and I feel like I should do one for some event, for like some thing, for some sort of anniversary or celebration. But if I were to do a 12-hour stream, I would I'd have to think about it. I have to think about, oh no, but I would bring food in. I would have food. So I would make sure that I eat. I would eat before the stream starts, and right in the middle I would eat again, and then I would eat at the end. I would eat. GMT is 4 to 5 hours ahead depending on if it's daylight savings or not. I've eaten twice, and now I'm going to eat my third time. Oh, you're doing a New Year's stream. Ooh. I need to do a thing. I've not made it. I know that people do the 12-hour streams, but I've not done a 12-hour stream, and I think I should. I just don't know what I'll do yet. I want it to be cool. If I do a 12-hour stream, I want it to be cool. So like, I want to like wear a leather jacket. that's. Hey, by the way, everybody, for the Witcher game, I have ordered a wig. The wig is on its way. In the post, and I have ordered a wig for this Witcher stream that I'm going to be in, and that's your spoiler. Your spoiler hint is that I've ordered a wig. I'm going to wear a wig for this Witcher game. I want you to know it. But who's our winner of 12 hours of Greaser RP? Who's our winner of Planet Alpha? Hello? There's a transition period of 1 to 3 weeks every clock change where the UK and the East Coast can be 4 to 6 hours off. Krellin, Nightbot loves you. Good, not me. You're gonna be, I'm gonna be Yennefer. Are you going to do a show and tell before the actual game? I don't know. This is Nightbot. The game is Planet Alpha, an action adventure platformer. Tell me, Krellin. Krellin, are you excited? So we're gonna end at like 9:30 today. Planet Alpha. Nightbot. See, but Nightbot is like loves Krellin, but only when Krellin doesn't want the love. When Krellin does want the love, then like Nightbot is like spurns Krellin because Nightbot just likes to mess with people. Nightbot is not really your friend, is what I'm trying to tell you. Krellin, can I give you this code? Can I give it to you? I would like to. Yeah, it's totally a toxic relationship. That's what it is. It's like, you know how it is. Krellin, I'm going to send you. I should give to someone who likes platformers more. Well, let me see if Nightbot will pick a second winner. We will see. Nightbot, mangled pork. Mangled pork! Mangled pork, this seems fitting to me that you would get our action adventure platformer. It is not a factory game, because I know you like the Factorios, but I'm going to give you this key, the key to Planet Alpha. I'm so excited. I get to whisper you a code. Mangled pork. I'm whispering you a code. I'm so exciting. Congratulations. Yay. Mangled pork. I'm so excited. Congratulations. Play it with love and joy. The name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fana, and fo. And then I say the name again with an F very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. But if the... Oh, wait. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fana, and fo. And then I say the name again with an F very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. But if the first two letters are ever the same, I drop them both and say the name like Bob. Bob drop the B's, Bo, Ob, or Fred. Fred drop the F's, for Red, or Mary. Mary drop the M's, Mo, Airy. That's the only rule that is contrary. Oh, we got another one. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fana, and fo. And then I say the name again with an F very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Mango pork, bo angle pork, banana fan. No, mango pork, bo bangle pork, banana fana, fo fangle pork, fee fi mo angle pork. Mango pork. Hrothgar Thorson, bo Bothgar Forskin, banana fana, fo Hrothgar Thorson, fee fi mo Hrothgar Thorson. Hrothgar Thorson, Gritty Weasley, bo Benny Weasley, banana fana, fo Finny Weasley, fee fi mo Minnie Weasley, Grinny Weasley. I gotta do Hrothgar Thorson one more time. Hrothgar Thorson, bo Bothgar Thorson, banana fana, fo Hrothgar Thorson, fee fi mo Hrothgar Thorson, Hrothgar Thorson. Oh, Hrothgar Thorson is hard to do as the name game. Maybe I will say foreskin one of these days. Maybe. Hrothgar Thorson, bo Hrothgar Thorson, banana fana, fo Hrothgar Thorson, fee fi mo Hrothgar Thorson, Hrothgar Thorson. I think I got it. No, Grinny, you deserve access to important, Grinny, you deserve access to really important emotes, like this one, No, Brad, and I think we got Vulpes gave us some bits. Yes, you did. Did we? Yes, one day I may say foreskin rather than Thorson, but I really shouldn't. But we will see. So this is our last one. We're gonna do it with the. We're gonna do it, but we're gonna do it with the. Atomica, you don't know the origin of No Brad? Oh. 12 hours we have nothing but No Brad book. No Brad is from Grinny. No Brad is from the film Date Bait, although I think it actually isn't said, where Logan and Sue are your good couple, your good team. Date Bait is the late 1950s, like 1959, 1960, 1961, right around there. Teensploitation film that's about Logan and Sue, the couple who love each other very much, but their parents don't want them. Her parents don't want her seeing one boy, going steady with one boy. They would rather her see many boys rather than go steady with one boy. Anyway, it's a paraphrasing. In the beginning of the film, they're dancing at the little like diner or whatever. No, it's not from the worst book ever written. And so they're dancing in the diner, and then Brad shows up. He drives in, and when he comes into the diner, roadside diner, everyone's like, oh my gosh, Brad's here. And like, he's been away for a couple of months. Like, oh, Brad's here. It's like, oh. And he shows up, and he walks up to the dancing couple, and he's like, hey, Sue, I want to dance with you. And she's like, no, I don't want to dance with you. She was like, I don't want to dance with you. And then he was like, oh, so great, Logan. I'm away for a couple months and you steal my girl. And she's like, no, Brad, that's not what she says. But she's like, I think she says, you're wrong, Brad. I'm not your girl. Just because you went out one date with me does not mean that you own me. And then she's like, I don't want to date. I don't want to dance with you. And like, we're not dating. I don't like you. I'm not into you. And then, Logan's like, why don't you leave her alone, Brad? And then Brad pulls out a knife, and there's like a fight, and then I think that basically then Brad's brother, who's like clearly an Italian mobster, it's a 1950s teen movie, don't worry about it, comes in and like takes Brad away because Brad's like brandishing knives and causing trouble. Anyway, Brad was away at rehab for heroin addiction is what was happening, and the rest of the movie involves Brad being sketchy, drugs, Logan and Sue having drama, their car chases. Anyway, it's like, you know, and then like rock and roll music on the jukebox by nobody you've ever heard of before. So that's the movie. And I just thought that Sue was great. And I liked the chemistry between Sue and Logan. And I thought it was very cool to have a movie from the 1950s, early 60s where the girl's like, psh, whatever, because we always like to think that in the past, like there's this whole imagination of the 1950s that it was like all perfect and sweet, but also like women were passive and men were brutes, and like there's this whole sort of like imagination of she never says no Brad, but she does say no Logan when Logan goes to punch Brad. So like there's this whole thing, like we imagine the 50s as this place that was like, I don't know, Leave It to Beaver. But there are other movies from the 50s where people are on heroin and punching each other in the face and bringing out knives and women and parents don't want their daughters to date only one person. So there you go. So I'm going to sing We're in the Money, but with the megaphone. I want people to snap. Oh, I will if I use this hand. Irwain hey the anime. Irwain hey the anime. Even at gale up way it wakes to you to it gale young way oh. Irwain hey the anime. Either I skays or ani say. Old man the 80 ash and pray. Ooh yare ooh they must the unway young ray oh. Even every it way at Landsley, away at Bryansley, you tay day. And when we see the end, the other will look at the eye in the eye. We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. Look, who does not want a megaphone in their life? Terrorists. That's who. Megaphones are the best. And always we should have them. Oh, by the way, the squirrel emote is coming. So this is Jer made a wonderful squirrel emote. Hrothgar Thorson prefers the Vuvuzela. Maybe I'll get one, and then I'll Vuvuzela all over the stream. You don't know. Ooh, I have got a surprise for you all, which you might be really excited to find out about. It's a surprise. It's a surprise I cannot tell you, but it's a surprise, and maybe it'll work out, and then I will show you the surprise that it is a squirrel-themed RPG. No, it's a surprise for The Witcher. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. I have it we'll see if it works out. But I will, if it works out, I will give you the spoilers here on our stream first, of course. So is tomorrow's stream 6 p.m. Eastern or 6 p.m. Trooper Eastern? I hope it's 6 p.m. Eastern and not Trooper Eastern. That is what I'm hoping. Theater Nerd, you are coming in right at the end, and we are going. That is true. Yes. So, no, we're going. But I'm hoping. First off, we're going to try for 6 p.m. regular Eastern, at the latest 6:15 regular Eastern, and Lord Arctic Fraught has some worries and concerns. Hey, it's not a Vuvuzela, but I've got a thing that I'm hoping I can get it to work. I'm hoping I can get it to work for the Witcher RPG. Please tag me for literally every Obra Dinn stream. I don't want to miss a single one. Mangled Pork, I will. And it should be Thursdays. I'll be streaming the Obra Dinn on Thursdays. So you'll see Obra Dinn next Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 1 in the morning UK time. What are you doing awake? Mangled Pork, what are you doing awake? Oh my goodness. I just feel like you probably just live on Eastern time zones now. I feel like that's just what happens. I mean, I'm living on Pacific time zones. I am streaming next week. I'm streaming on Thursday next week, but not Friday or Saturday. So, because I don't know what the state of my Friday Fate Core prep streams will be in January. I don't know yet, but I will be streaming Thursday, just not Friday or Saturday. Dude, I live on Western time zones. I feel like this is also... I'm sorry, Mangled Pork. I understand this. I also live in Western time zones. Sometimes Hawaii time. Oh, no. And here's the thing. People are like, you go to bed at 2 in the morning. I was like, I know, but 2 in the morning is only 11 o'clock on the West Coast. That's all I'm saying. Like I'm kind of on Western time zones. I'm lucky that I have a job wherein for the most part that works, just not that time when I have morning seminar. But you know, it is life sometimes. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go and make some chili. I'm gonna have some chili for dinner. So everybody take care of yourself. Get some sleep if it's time for you to sleep. Eat some food. Drink some fluids. Enjoy your time, and I will see you all tomorrow at 6 for prep for my French Resistance Fate Core RPG, and on Saturday at noon for The Outer Worlds. Take care, everybody. You all are wonderful, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Bye, everybody. Oh, wait. Before I go, I should just say, sorry, I should say this. This is important. If you all are not watching Roll For It, which is ROLL4 IT. Mangled Pork is a member of the Roll For It crew, and they run, right now they're running, well, right now they're on break, right? They're on break at the moment. So you cannot watch them at this very moment, but they're running some Vampire the Masquerade, which is very, very good. And they're also running Blades in the Dark, which is also very, very good. And Mangled Pork is sort of a mad scientist. And you should go, reruns right there. Oh, they've got some, so if you're not caught up, go and, catch up on it. But you should go and watch them because they're really good. And Mangled Pork they're good peeps, and Mangled Pork is so fun to watch. His mad scientist, or mad engineer, I suppose, mad tinkerer, is excellent, and he's got the best steampunk goggles, so that is much valued. So everyone, there was something else. Oh yeah, I want to tell you, here's where you can find me. You can find me here. You can also find me at Academic Foxhole on Twitter, also Academic Foxhole on Patreon, where I'm building up my Patreon base for overlays and music, and to pay casts for RPGs that will run on my stream. The next one will be second half of January, where we will be doing Cthulhu Confidential with Flowers for Algernon. And also you can find me at Trooper SJP on YouTube, where I have got the archive of all of these shows. And, Mangled Pork, my pleasure. Also, we're rerunning the Star Games and the Alien RPG from Roll For It Con. Oh, very nice. Also, Mangled Pork, before I go, I know that you happen to stream on your channel. Mangled Pork, I assume. When do you stream on your channel is what I would like to know. You should tell me so I could tell all of the peoples. When do you stream? When do you stream? Also, speaking of Roll For It, do you know who's streaming right now? At totally random times. Well, just catch them when they do. We're gonna do a raid. We're going to raid, except Saturdays, that's always 2 p.m. UK time. Oh, all right then. 2 p.m. UK time, Saturdays. Right now, though, we're going to raid the Bubbernaut, who is amazing in the Roll For It's Vampire the Masquerade. Vampire the Masquerade. I Am Grinny. It's going to be the 19th and 26th of January. On Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern, Cthulhu Confidential with AJ, and you have to come watch. It's going to be really good. I am very excited. Yes, on the 19th. It's going to be so good. So we're going to go and raid the Bubbernaut first. He's playing The Witcher, and we're going to raid him. Just give him some love. And otherwise, I meant to stream Monday, Tuesday evening, and Thursday evening, but I generally miss it due to other random times instead. I'm a mess. I'm giving you a virtual hug is what I'm doing. I'm giving you a virtual hug. So everyone, let's just give a little bit of love to the Bubbernaut. Let's go raid the Bubbernaut and give the bub some love. All right, everybody. I know the Vampire the Masswire. Vampirade the Masswire. That's it. We're going to go raid the Bubbernaut. Thanks, everybody, and let's raid. Let's raid.